I have over 100 self-care products in my hygiene collection. I only use like 10 of them, but regardless, I'm going to be showing you every single one of these products and sort of give my review of them. Let's get into it. I'm going to be doing this video in sections, so there'll be a skincare section, a hair section, as well as a fragrance section. All right, let's first start off with the skincare products, and there's a hefty amount if I'm being honest. I mean, look at this, bro. Jeez. I mean, you guys already know I got that clear glass skin, as you guys can see. But how did I get this glass skin? I've probably tried more products you could ever imagine, but here, let's start off with the first one. I'm just gonna do this randomly. So let's first get this one. This one right here is my CeraVe Cream to Foam Cleanser. I mean, I'm not sure if the camera picks it up, but I used about like 65% of this bottle. And honestly, it was a pretty mid cleanser. I didn't find that it did too much for my skin. I mean, I don't really think that cleansers in general do that much, because actually cleansers really don't make that much of a difference to your skin. Honestly, just using water as your cleanser, it really just could be enough, to be honest. I did find though, when I was using this cleanser, I kind of had some acne. I'm not really sure if that's because of the cleanser or whether because I was purging, but regardless, it's okay. It's not a cleanser that I'm gonna continue buying. I honestly just quit on it. So, I mean, if you guys want it, I'll ship it out to you. Actually, nah, I'm not shipping this out. That's too much work. All right, the next one is this one right here. And what do you guys know about the CVS knockoff? So this is actually the CVS salicylic acid 2% acne treatment foaming cleanser. This is basically just a knockoff of the CeraVe acne control cleanser. And the reason why I got this one instead of the CeraVe one is just because it's cheap. I mean, it's probably like $5 cheaper than the original CeraVe one. This one's okay. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, this one cooked my skin, but it wasn't because of this. It was really just because I was being dumb. I actually got onto this when I first got into skincare. So when I first got into skincare, I learned about salicylic acid, which is supposed to help deal with acne. And yes, it does help deal with acne. And so I was thinking, okay, if I have acne, wouldn't I want to use this every single day so that my acne goes away quicker? Well, no. I actually use this every single day. Not only that, I would leave it on my face for 5 minutes every single day. And because of that, my skin was burning, and I thought this was kind of normal. Salicylic acid. I mean, everyone knows that acid burns, and so when I was using it on my face and I felt that burning sensation, I thought I was exfoliating properly. But no, that's not the case. I was actually over exfoliating, and because of that, my acne got way worse. And the first time in my life I had cystic acne because of it. I had a bunch of forehead cystic acne. It was crazy. And this is really just because I was over exfoliating and overusing this cleanser. If you do want to use this cleanser, I mean, go to your local CVS, but I would recommend only using it like 2 times a week at most, because you don't want to be using this so often that it breaks you out. Anyways, yeah, I didn't have a great experience with this. It made my skin much worse, and it made my neck break out, which is kind of insane. Neck acne isn't really a common thing for me anymore. All right, what do you guys know about Neutrogena though? So Neutrogena is one of those brands that like everyone knows, but like it's kind of mid. Let's be honest. The reason why Neutrogena is so mid is that their products are so hit or miss. They will create one of the greatest products of all time, and the next thing you know, they have the worst product ever made in mankind, known to history. And honestly, this is probably closer to the latter. This wasn't that great for my skin. I mean, I didn't even use it that frequently. I didn't use it every single day, but I didn't notice a single difference in my skin. All I noticed is that my skin was slightly more irritated. My acne was still there though. Oh, I forgot to explain this, but this is an oil-free acne wash. It has salicylic acid in it. Yeah, it didn't save my skin. Honestly, I wouldn't recommend it. Go get something else. All right, so I have tea tree and aloe vera with me. They're basically my moisturizers. They're in identical containers. They're basically the same thing. I feel like the aloe vera is more soothing to the skin, but I'm just gonna say they're both pretty good. Go get it. I also have Aquaphor and the Aquaphor knockoff from CVS. I like these. Like, honestly, get these for sure. These are probably essentials if you want those, you know, crispy, juicy lips. If you're ever going on a date, you always want to make sure you put this on right before your date. Put them on your lips so that your lips are looking nice and juicy so that the girl wants to kiss you, you know what I'm saying? So ladies watching the video, hit my Instagram up. My DMs are open. I'm single, ready to mingle.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Okay, next one, I have Differengel. I don't know why I have the box. Differengel, adapalene. So basically, if you didn't know what this is a retinoid, and this is supposed to help with acne, hyperpigmentation, acne scars, the whole bunch, everything fine lines, wrinkles, anti-aging, all of that. I used this for about 3 to 4 months, I believe, and my skin got much worse during this time. And really, this is the time I really started locking into skincare and learning a lot more about products, ingredients, everything, because I had to do this research myself and stop making these mistakes. The mistake I made with this is that I also used other harsh products, and that made my skin much worse. So yeah, I just ended up quitting using this. But honestly, to you guys, I would recommend it. Just make sure you're using it properly. All right, so next up we got the CeraVe AM and PM moisturizer. They're almost the same thing, except this one provides SPF protection. These are both very good for oily skin. They're lightweight moisturizers. Go get them. All right, so now let's talk about my Banish products. Okay, so this right here is a brand new package. I haven't opened it yet. This is like the micro needling stamp. You could get an acne scar treatment from a dermatologist, but obviously that's going to be very expensive. You're going to have to go through the whole process of seeing a dermatologist and then getting the procedure done, either like a laser treatment or micro needling. So if you don't want to go through all that, you could always just get this from the Banish website. The reason why this is unopened though is because I'm gonna give this to my friend for a future video, and he has acne scars and I want to see how much it improves his skin, and I'm gonna make a video on that just to show you how it works. While we're on the topic of Banish, let me also show you guys what I also have. I recently just got this. It came in the mail, so I haven't had the chance to try it out. It's the purple enzyme mask. It's basically supposed to exfoliate the skin because it has glycolic acid as well as salicylic acid, and it also has nutmeg. I actually didn't know that. It smells like pumpkin pie. I want to eat it, but it probably burned my intestines. I also have the pore shrinker watermelon toner. I don't really use this though anymore because I mean my pores are perfectly fine, you know what I'm saying? My bad. Anyways, yeah, I don't really use this anymore, but if you want to shrink or enlarge pores, go ahead, buy it. And it also has that watermelon sticker on top. I also have the vitamin C serum as well as the vitamin C cream moisturizer. I mostly use the vitamin C serum because it adds extra hydration in the morning, because I use aloe vera as my moisturizer, and then I just want to add a little bit of extra hydration, so I use the serum. I don't want to use a whole entire moisturizer like this one in the morning because that would clog my pores. But if you don't have a moisturizer, you could go ahead and use this instead. It's sort of like 2 steps in one, because you don't need to use a vitamin C serum. You just use this because it has vitamin C and it also acts as your moisturizer. And really, I just use it to fade hyperpigmentation. I mean, I'm pretty young. I'm only 19 years old, so I'm not gonna have fine lines and wrinkles. So the anti-aging benefits aren't really necessary for me. And then the last Banish product I have is this Banish Fighter Gel. I basically use this as a spot treatment whenever I get some acne or pimples. I just apply it to the area, and it actually helps calm that area down because it reduces the inflammation in that area. It's also supposed to help with eczema, and I actually did find this to be true because I do have eczema, but it doesn't get on my face. However, I do get it on my legs and my arms sometimes. And one time I actually did have some on my leg, and I didn't have my eczema cream, and it actually did surprisingly work. If you want any of these products, click on the affiliate link in the description below. You could also use code CHOICE at checkout, and I'm telling you guys, you can get $5 off. Make sure you guys get that vitamin C serum. It's my favorite Banish product. All right, so moving on, let me show you the sunscreens. I have this one right here, an SPF 50 mineral sunscreen. I never use this anymore. I don't really think it's good for your skin. I think that a lot of the ingredients in this product are not good for you, so I just stopped using it entirely. And it also leaves a crazy white cast. I remember that every time I would go to soccer and I would put this on, my friend would point out that I would look like a ghost. I looked like I changed ethnicities, to be honest. I didn't even look Asian at that point. And then we have the banana boat sunscreen. I feel like this is a classic. Like every single person has seen this sunscreen, but to be honest, it's not that great. Especially if you have oily skin, do not use this. It'll get your skin super greasy. I just don't recommend it. There's so many better products. Next up, we got the La Roche-Posay SPF sunscreen. I highly recommend this. This is a great sunscreen. I mean, I have really no complaints at all. I just love La Roche-Posay as a brand. On the topic of La Roche-Posay, let me show you my cleanser that I use every single day, twice a day, morning and night. The La Roche-Posay Hydrating Gentle Cleanser. I've been using this almost for a year now, and I have no complaints. It cleans your skin well enough, but it also doesn't irritate the skin. It doesn't dry your skin out, and that's the most important thing when it comes to skincare. So definitely get this cleanser. I also have the La Roche-Posay Double Repair Moisturizer. I recently switched from the Double Repair Matte Moisturizer. I mean, I completely emptied it out though, so I had to move on to a different one. But yeah, this is very good for combination skin. Go ahead and get it. And then I have the greatest skincare ingredient of all time. I have tretinoin right here. It's a retinoid, and it's gonna basically help deal with acne and hyperpigmentation. It also helps with acne scars, fine lines, wrinkles, all of that. It does basically everything. This is my favorite thing in my skincare routine. I could not live without this. Yo, I'm sweating in my room. It is hot. Anyways, let's talk about my Korean skincare products. Right here, I have these 2 cream mists by Panthicell and Astra. Ooh, You know, it shakes up, it sprays, it does all that. These are pretty solid. They're not essentials, but when I do use them, my skin starts to glow. And for this reason, every time I'm about to go out to a party, go out on a date, go hang out with my friends, go to a function, whatever. If I want my skin to look glowy, this is the cheat code. Wash your face with water and then put this on. Either one of these, just a cream mist in general. It adds the extra glow, and then slap on some aloe vera or any other moisturizer on top. Your skin's gonna be glowing. Everyone's gonna be complimenting your skin. I mean, you're gonna get all the ladies, I'm telling you. All right, the last two products I have, this is the Korean Round Lab Birch Juice cleanser. I mean, I barely use this. I only use this when I travel because it's so small. It's pretty good though. It's a foaming cleanser, but I also did notice that even though it does foam up, it didn't really irritate my skin that much. I also have the Round Lab Birch Juice sunscreen. Highly recommend getting this. It doesn't leave a white cast, SPF 50. It also moisturizes your skin. It does a whole bunch. It's a perfect sunscreen in my opinion. All right, so now let's do the hair products. Oh my god, I have a lot of these too. Alright, so let's keep things simple. I only use shampoo and conditioner. I never use hair products anymore. The shampoo I use is Native Volumizing Shampoo. I don't really have any complaints. Even though it says volumizing, I'm not sure how that actually works. I'm not really an expert when it comes to the ingredients in hair products, to be honest. I'm not well researched in that. However, the good thing about Native though is that they try to keep the ingredients list pretty short. You know, there's only like 10 ingredients on here. Most other shampoos out there, they have like 50 ingredients in them, a bunch of sulfates or surfactants or whatever it is, and that completely dries out your scalp. And once your hair completely dries out, it's gonna overproduce oils, and that's just not something we want. Because once your hair starts to overproduce oils, you're gonna think, oh wow, my hair is super oily, so now I need to shampoo once again. And so now you're just in the constant cycle of shampooing almost every single day, and those ingredients are not good for your hair. That's probably why you have such flat hair and not voluminous hair like me. Sorry. On a real note though, the reason why my hair has, you know, that little bit of wave and a little bit of volume is because I got a perm like 6 months ago. So that's really just carrying me. If I didn't get that perm, my hair would be pin straight flat no matter what. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how many products you use, your hair type just can't change. And me, I naturally have straight hair. I know a lot of Asians are watching this, and I know you guys are also struggling with that. To be honest, just come to the dark side and get yourself a perm. It makes life so much easier. But yeah, Native, I would recommend this, but honestly, there's probably better shampoos out there. And if you don't want to get into all that, you could actually just go on no shampoo. Basically, you don't shampoo at all. You only use conditioner. And this is actually supposed to be pretty good for your hair because you're not going to dry out your hair at all, which could cause damage. I would probably say though, this doesn't work for a majority of people. For the majority of people, you should probably just use the shampoo and conditioner and make sure that they're high quality. The conditioner that I do use is this right here, the Color and Shine conditioner. It's an okay conditioner. I feel like my hair, you know, it looks pretty decent, as you guys can see. I don't think that the ingredients are the best. There's a bunch of stuff on here that I don't know. I have no clue how to pronounce this. I mean, we got stearamidol, propyl dimethylene, cetyl alcohol, glycerin, panthenol. I mean, I'll give you like $500 if you actually know what that is and what it means and what it does. But yeah, the ingredients on this aren't the best, but I still use it because my mom gave it to me, and it's actually not that bad. You know, you can't really go wrong with most conditioners, to be honest, because they're all supposed to hydrate the hair. I find using a conditioner every single day, no matter whether you shampoo or not, is pretty optimal for me, just because I do have that perm, so my hair can dry out really easily. But whenever I use that conditioner, ooh, my hair is looking very defined, beautiful, and silky. The next thing I have is this Aunt Jackie's leave-in conditioner. I do not use this anymore. The reason for this is that the ingredient list might genuinely have like 50 things in it, and I have no clue what any of these are, to be honest, except for water. I know what water is. I mean, it smells good, but the thing is, like, it makes your hair just feel very unnatural, if I'm being completely honest. That's why I don't like hair products in general. But for what it does, I mean, it's a leave-in conditioner. It's supposed to add hydration to your hair. It does its job well. You know, whenever I feel like my hair is super dry, I just put this in my hair and I just tie my hair up because I don't want my hair getting all over my forehead, because you don't want any of these ingredients on your forehead. Trust me, it's gonna break you out. So yeah, every once in a while I will put this in my hair just to add some extra hydration so that my hair looks good. I also have this, the Aussie Miracle Curls Frizz Taming Cream. I've only used this like twice in my life. My mom also gave me this. I really don't like curl creams, if I'm being honest, and let me just show you the other one I have. I got this one from Marshall's. It was pretty cheap. It's called the Naughty 97% Natural Wave Hello Curl Defining Taming cream, but it's for curly and wavy hair. Obviously I use these when I was at my peak perm, but yeah, I don't really like the way that the curling cream makes your hair look. I feel like it makes your hair look way too poofy, and I don't like that look at all. I sort of like having my hair pretty straight down, but have that little wave to it and little body to it. Next up, I have some salt sprays, pina colada salt spray, and also beach please sea salt texturizing spray. Why does it say please? What is that? Why is it saying please? Okay. Anyways, both of these were pretty bad. Honestly, these are really bad for your hair. It just completely dries your hair out, and it doesn't add any volume, I found, either. I think it's just because these two salt sprays in general are just pretty bad. The ingredients in it aren't even good. I don't think these are actual salt sprays. It actually makes my hair look flatter, which is insane. So yeah, I don't think you should get any of these. The next thing I have is the Shea Moisture Defining Styling Gel. I mean, it smells decently good, but I don't know why I bought this, because I mean, who uses hair gel still? We're in 2024. Who is using a hair gel? And yeah, if you have curly hair, maybe a gel might be cool to add some hydration or whatever, give you that shiny look, but come on now. If you're a guy, I feel like you shouldn't be using gel anymore. It's fine for girls because they have like long hair, and if you have curly hair, it makes sense. But for the most part, I feel like a gel just doesn't look good. Also, if I am remembering correctly, when I did use this, it made my hair look very crusty. I don't know why. All right, the next thing I have is the Got to Be Glued Styling Gel. I actually was watching a YouTube video by Cedric Fam, I believe that's his name, and he recommended getting this for when your perm starts dying out, and it sort of adds that hold so you can still get that volume. But I haven't really touched this at all, just because I get really lazy when it comes to styling my hair. All I do is put water in it in the morning. I mean, using hair products, it's just so much work. It also makes your hair feel very unnatural, and it's just like so sticky. It's nasty. But yeah, I can't really tell you my thoughts on this because I've only used it like twice in my life. What I can tell you about is Old Spice Clay. Now, I did not know Old Spice made hair products, but yo, I'm not gonna lie, I used a lot. It's almost completely empty. It smells pretty good too, and I kind of did like this one. Even though the ingredients are probably terrible for you because it's Old Spice, I mean, it added a decent amount of volume to my hair. I was able to get some pretty good looks out of it. So I could do a fringe with this. I could do a flowy middle part. I could really do anything with this because it added a good amount of volume. And if you pair this up with a hair dryer, that's when this product really shines, because heat really activates this. Heat makes this so much better. It adds extra hold, and honestly, it's a pretty good product. I'm not even gonna lie. There's probably better clays out there, but if you need some volume, go ahead and get it. The last thing I have right here is the Aussie Mega Hairspray. I mean, come on now, we're in 2024. Who's realistically using a hairspray in 2024? It's just disgusting. Like, the texture it leaves behind, it makes your hair so crunchy. It's also probably not good for your hair at all. But I mean, it was okay when I used it. It did its job. I would basically use a hair dryer to style my hair, and then I would spray this so that my hair would stay in place. And it actually did a decent job at that. But honestly, it's just not worth using this. I'd rather just let my hair get cooked rather than using this, because this just makes your hair look super crunchy. It's just nasty. You guys can probably tell I just don't like using hair products in general, and that's just because I have straight hair, so I don't really need hair products, to be honest. I would understand it more if you had curly hair, because then you would actually need some extra hydration to your hair, but me personally, I don't struggle with that very much. Conditioning is enough for me. All right, so now let's talk about my fragrance, my scents, you know, making sure your body smells good, because you don't want to go outside, meet up with your friends, and be that friend in the friend group that smells terrible, and everyone's like, yo, who smells bad? Like, who didn't put deodorant on? You don't want to be that friend. You want to make sure you smell good. Now, me personally, I'm not really big into fragrances. I only have a few colognes, but let me show you everything I got. First off, before we get into colognes, let's talk about body wash. I use Dr. Bronner's 18-in-1 hemp tea tree pure castle soap. This is pretty good. The thing I like about it is that, first off, it's an 18-in-1. I mean, you can do 18 things with it with just one body wash. However, it is kind of expensive for a body wash, but it's lasted me pretty long. I will say that I did notice that it is kind of drying to your skin, so if you have very sensitive skin throughout your body, maybe shy away from it. Other than that, the ingredients are really good, natural ingredients. It doesn't have all those unnatural things, you know, 50 ingredients in one product. No, it's not like that. It's an 18-in-1, which is kind of crazy, because a lot of the times whenever it says like 20-in-1, those ingredients are terrible, but this is a rare case where an 18-in-1 actually has good ingredients and it does its job pretty well. Next thing, I have starch. This is not what you think it is, guys. This is starch, all right? And let me put you guys onto something, okay? Starch basically absorbs moisture, okay? And look, to my guys out there, ladies, skip like 30 seconds because you don't want to listen to this. Starch is actually very good for the, let's say, genital area, okay? And the reason for that is the area down there between your legs, it can get very moist in that area, and so you don't want to be outside feeling a bunch of moisture between your legs, right? So actually, if you apply this in that area, I found that this actually absorbs the moisture, so that area between your legs is going to be pretty dry, and that's actually ideal. This is those rare situations where you want your skin to be dry, because if you let that area have too much moisture, that's when bacteria and funguses start to grow, and you don't want that. All right, next thing, we got the deodorant. I use the Old Spice Gentleman's Total Body Vanilla plus Shea deodorant. This is really good, I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, it smells like vanilla. It smells great. And yeah, I put this on every single morning, and actually a lot of people don't like Old Spice because it has very bad ingredients, but I found that this one isn't that bad. I think it's because this is the gentleman's version instead of the original Old Spice version, so it has better ingredients in this, but that also means it's gonna be a bit more expensive. All right, now let's talk about my cologne collection. I have a grand total of 3 colognes. I got like none, to be honest. This is something I really wanted to get into, but at the same time, colognes be expensive, bro. It's like $80 at least per bottle, and I'm not trying to spend that much money on a cologne. Like, I really don't care that much. The first one I have is this. I don't know what this is, but my mom gave me it. It actually doesn't smell bad. Like, hold up. It doesn't smell that bad, to be honest. Actually, when it first sprays out, it's very strong and it hurts your nose, but you know, after you let it set for like 5 minutes, it doesn't smell that bad. The one issue with this cologne is that because it's kind of cheap, it doesn't last very long. It lasts 2 hours at most, and after those 2 hours are up, you can't even smell the cologne anymore. So that's the main reason I don't use this very often, because it just doesn't last very long. It's not gonna last me throughout the day. The next cologne I have is the Dolce & Gabbana. I don't know how to pronounce these brands, to be honest. I'm not really big into designer brands or whatever. Apparently this is a good brand. I got this as a gift. I got this from my cousin. Shout out to my cousin. I don't know if you're gonna watch this video. Appreciate you. I use this every single morning, basically. Now, one issue with this cologne is that the atomizer isn't that great. Like, look at that. It's not that satisfying. It's sort of like those water guns, you know what I'm saying? It squirts out like that. It smells pretty decent though. I don't know how to explain fragrances, to be honest, because I mean, I'm not really big into that. I don't know how people be doing that, right? Like, those people that are big into colognes will get one whiff and be like, oh yeah, it has a hint of vanilla, it has masculine undertones, it smells like lavender mixed with a woody feeling, which makes it perfect for the late night dates. I'm like, bro, what are you saying? Like, I don't know. Like, how do you describe all of that with just one whiff? I don't understand. But yeah, the projection's pretty decent, but I will say that it doesn't really last very long. It lasts more than 2 hours though, for sure. It probably lasts 5 to 6 hours. The next one I have is the Ancre Noir à l'Extrême. This one's pretty cheap. It's only like $30. It smells pretty good though, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, no, one thing is though, every time someone comes into my room and they see this cologne, they smell it and they're like, yo, this smells terrible, bro. And look, okay, when you're smelling it just from the bottle, it's actually different from when you spray it out and put it on the skin. Look, the atomizer is pretty decent. I do feel like when you first spray it out, if you give it a few hours, it smells a bit different. And once you let it marinate, once you let that scent marinate onto your skin for a few hours, that's when the cologne smells really good. I'm telling you guys, this is actually a sleeper cologne. Like, no one wears this. It's pretty unique and it's pretty cheap. And even though it's only like $30, I swear to you, it lasts 8 to 9 hours every single time. Now, I will say, I actually could kind of describe this one. Like, try to imagine what the color green would smell like a dark green. That's what this kind of smells like. I sort of get that, you know, evergreen, woody, late night type of vibe from this. I don't even know, yo, I don't even understand how I'm describing this, but still, that's just the type of vibe I get from this. It smells pretty good though. The one thing is though, this is not like an everyday scent, because I mean, it's a very unique scent, and I actually do probably think that a lot of people wouldn't like this. However, I feel like it's pretty good on those late night dates, because every time I have worn this, the girl has complimented me whenever I went on a date with them. But yeah, that's my entire hygiene collection. Probably over 100 products I went over. I don't even know. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at choice.yt, and I appreciate you guys. Peace.